the featured image template to create a featured image for a meme post or an Instagram post. We're going to do this using Pixlr. Again, this is a free graphic editing program that you can access online at pixlr.com. The first thing that you actually need to do is you're going to need to download the template from the Facebook group page. Let me just show you how to do that really quick. So if we go in here to our groups, slap left or contributor group, and then you just need to scroll down until you find the post that I put up here about featured images. There it is. So you just download that, and then you'll have the featured image template.psd on your computer. So then you're going to go back to Pixlr, go to Open Image from Computer, find that file, open it up. So Mike Tobian created this template, and it has instructions for how to do it in here, but I'm going to walk you through it just so you can see how to do it. So the first thing I want to do actually is open up the 3 images that I want to put into my featured image. And so these should be memes or Instagram pictures within your post. You need to choose 3 and keep in mind these sizings. And kind of the key here is that you want to tease the reader with something that looks interesting, but that doesn't give the whole joke away. So I've chosen 3 images. I'm going to go to File, Open Image, and then I'll just navigate to wherever I've got them stored. And I'm going to make a featured image for the morning person's meme post. So I'm going to grab this picture and open it. And I'm going to go back to File, Open. I'm going to grab a second picture and open it. And then one more. Okay. And then I'm just going to kind of grab these and just move them off to the right. So I can see them, but they're not the very top thing. So I'm going to start with this picture right here. And I'm going to make this line up with this space in the featured image template. So what I'm going to do is select the whole picture. And you can do that by going to Edit, Select All, or you can press Control-A. Then just do Control-C to copy it, and then click back over on your featured image template. Then you just paste it in. Now that's pasted in there, and as you can see, it doesn't really fit in that space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to Edit, and then I'm going to go to Free Transform. And that will give me the little buttons, squares and stuff so that I can resize this. And I want it to stay proportional when I start resizing it. So I'm going to hold down the Shift key, really important, and then I'm going to grab the corner and I'm just going to start making it bigger. Okay? And when I'm done, you have to hit Enter to get rid of that sizing. So then I'm just going to drag it over so that it lines up with that other square. Or I could do it like that. However you want to do it. Okay, so now I've got my first image in place. So I'm going to just come back over to these pictures, and they're just sitting underneath here. So I'm just going to click on the next one that I want to use. And I think I want to use that picture of the little girl. So I'm going to click on that one, do Control-A to select it, and Control-C to copy it. Click back on my featured image template, press Control-V to paste it. And then I'll just figure out where I want it to go. Okay, so as you can see, this picture is maybe too big. So again, I'm going to come up to Edit, Free Transform, hold down my Shift key so that the sizing will be proportional, and then I'll just resize it a little bit. And I don't want it to be too small, and then press Enter, because I don't want to necessarily have all of the text. The But that's pretty interesting with her bright blue eyes right there. So that's where that's going to go. So that one's fine. Okay, now I'm ready to do the last one. And this last one is a little bit more complicated because you have to use what's called layers in Pixlr. And this is something that you use in Photoshop as well. Layers allow you to, it's kind of like, if you think about it, like stacking pieces of paper or construction paper on top of each other. It allows you to make changes in one area without affecting other areas of the picture, which is really useful when you're doing graphic design. But if you haven't used a graphic design program before, it's probably a little bit new to you. But layers are really important for this next piece that we're going to do. So I'm going to come back and grab my last picture, Control A, and then Control C to copy it. Come back over here, Control V. I'm just going to make sure, is it going to fit? Is it going to be okay? It's probably too big. So we'll go back up to Edit, Free Transform, hold down the Shift key, really important to hold the Shift key, get it to where you want it, press Enter. I'm just going to drag it over into place. All right. Now the problem is that this is now covering up our number and it's supposed to be slightly grayed out. So what we're going to do is we're going to move it. So we're kind of, if you were thinking about this like papers, we're going to move it underneath different pieces of paper until we get it to the right place. So we're going to come up to Layer, and then we'll just say Move Layer Down, Layer, Move Layer Down, and eventually you'll start to see things change. All right, so there's my number. That's good. I need that number. I'm going to go again, Layer, Move Layer Down, until the picture color changes. All right, so now it's kind of grayed out. I'm almost done. I just now need to change this number. So it says plus 21. You need to change that number to whatever number of memes plus the 3 that is showing right here. So if I have 27 memes in this post, then I would change it to plus 24. If I have 31 memes in the post, I would change it to 28. Took me a minute to do that math. All right, so to put the number in place, we're just going to have to recreate this. So we're just going to come over here to the template, and we're going to delete level, the plus 21.
Mommy!
Okay, and then I'm going to add a new layer. Okay, and then I'm going to come over and make sure I'm on my type tool, and I'm just going to click in the box, and I'm going to type plus 28 or whatever the number is. I'm going to highlight it all, and I'm going to go to color, and then change it to white, and then I'm going to change the font to a sans serif font like Calibri, sized to 170. So I should be able to just type that in, and then I'm going to click OK, and then I can just move it into place. And that should do it. By the way, the closest font is the MS Sans Serif font. And so if you want to use that, that's probably the best font choice to use. As I'm looking at that, it doesn't look super awesome. So if I wanted to, I could come back and say, you know what, I don't like that. Let's try a different font. Maybe a Calibri font would be better. This is being so difficult, this font list. Maybe if I move this up a little bit so I can see the bottom of the list. Nope. It's just going to be up there to work with. Here's my Calibri. Oh, look, there's MS Sans Serif. Nope, that's MS Serif. I need MS Sans Serif. So
Over here.
We're going to go with the one that I think looks the best and save it. The last thing you need to do is to save this. So you're just going to go to File, Save, and then make sure that you save it as a JPEG. Give it a new name, Morning Person,
Here.
Featured Image,
Here.
and then click OK. Hope that helped, and sorry about Andrew yelling in the background.
There.